you help people to manage their stress, their burnout, like not
Hmm.
get too overworked? How do you help people manage their time, the work-life balance? Like, I think that's something that a lot of people are always asking themselves and trying to figure out.
The students that embrace this, and they don't have, there's a ton of stuff at Easton University, and it's up to the student or whether or not they want to. And I'll just show it quick here, not to, but you see that there, perfect evidence. I still fill out, I make these sheets every day, and every morning before I start my day, I write down my life goals as if I've already achieved them. So I make blank, there's an amount of money that I'm trying to get to per year. My YouTubes make blank per month. I even have my personal, goes with your work-life balance, right? I have a weight that I want to maintain there. I used to write in there, I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. For 14 years, I wrote that down every morning. Now I'm a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I used to write down, there was this ridiculous Bentley Mulsanne $400,000 car. I'm sorry, I wanted that, right? Every day I wrote that down. I drive a Bentley Mulsanne. Now it's in the garage next to the Porsche, next to the G-Wagon. It's like a formula. There's a watch on this one. I already have a yellow gold version of it, but damn it, I want that. But the point is this, how I manage my burnout is every morning I write down all of my goals that I'm working on. Those change very rarely. One comes off if I hit it, and things come off. Sometimes your life changes and your compass changes and you're not into something anymore. Then I'll take that off too. But I typically do not quit on my goals, and I set monster goals. But then every day, I have all of these little checks. I know there's things that I need to do every morning. I'm going to eat breakfast and drink Athletic Greens. Shout out to them. They don't pay me, right? Then I'm going to do a TikTok and IG. That's how you found me, Kyle, right? A LinkedIn and a YouTube short. I have things that I'm going to do every day, down to squats and bench presses and phone calls. And I've got my life managed into, and what's really weird is people are like, man, I'm really busy. And it's like, okay, when you say really busy, every single person typically in a given day has less than 5 things that they got to get done that day. There may be 35 other things, but those 35 other things are things that they should be doing every single day. But nobody takes the, and this is something I picked up on as a kid, right? Because I had access to paper. I didn't have a lot of other stuff. So I just started writing my goals down, and it's amazing, this whole idea. And I think that's where some people, no disrespect if they're into this, and that's cool. It's whatever works for the individual. But for me, where I got off track was this idea of like a work-life balance. Where I started to excel is when I lumped everything into the same bucket and started realizing this is an ecosystem. I just live a life, and my job is part of my life, because I had some real crappy jobs as a kid. I mean, I washed dishes, right? It was the worst thing ever, funkiest job you could ever have. But I realized real quick, I don't want this to be part of my daily activities. So I did the things that I needed to do to get out of that job. I started to think about it. Ask the guy at the manager if I could be a busboy, right? It took 3 times asking them, because by the way, if you're a dishwasher, you're going to have to ask more than 3 times, because nobody wants to do that job. You realize you're a cog in a machine that they don't want to have to replace. So then when I became a busboy, I'm like, I still don't like working here. So I need to start talking to the customers at this restaurant. And if they, sorry, I'm materialistic. A lot of this stuff is like baited back to me being a broke kid. If they happen to have a Rolex watch on, right? Hey, what do you do? Where do you live? You ever need your Christmas lights put up or your leaves? My name's Matt. I have a bike, right? And then like, boom, like, but until you start going, hey, I don't like washing dishes. What's the way out of dishes? Become a busboy. Man, busboy is not that great either. But what do I have? What are my resources? What are the tools in front of me? I have access to the customer base. Maybe I should tuck my shirt in every day and iron my pants every day and be real nice and helpful. Right? And when somebody forgets their food, run out to their car. Wow, that's an awesome BMW. What's your name? My name's Kyle. Kyle, what do you do? I'm an orthodontist. A lot of orthodontists out there are real rich. I had no interest in being an orthodontist. Okay, so great to meet you, Kyle. See you later. Bye. What's your name? My name's Bill Kitchen. Right? That was one of my mentors. What do you do? I sell television technology equipment. Cool. Can I come down? Absolutely. Right? Come down, check it out. Right? Like, life is easy, but it's not easy if you don't have a compass. Yeah. So lump it all into one bucket, Create your own little list that you fill out every day. It takes 5 minutes, but you're going to find that that will center you and that will focus you. And you'll start looking at it. Here's the things that I need to do every day. And then life will start coming together. But the cool thing about having a compass like that is on those worst days, you've refocused yourself on your goals and you realize I'm in this for the long haul. I'm not in this for today. Mm-hmm. So did that steel blow up in my face? Absolutely. Is this going to matter in 5 years? Absolutely not. I know that I have to make 80 phone calls today. I've looked at my list. I'm 65 deep. Let me get to these other 15 phone calls, right? And you're working your process. And that's where a lot of people don't understand this in their career, is they think their boss has control over them. Your boss has zero control over you. There's an expectation of performance, but you are totally free to be also working your own life goals within that job. Mm-hmm. And nobody has the guts to admit to their boss, hey, dude, I want to be where you're at one day. But if they did, their boss would probably help them get there a lot faster.